Hiya, my name's Margaret Mary Bernadette Clark. All right? I'm a Liverpool actress, a mother and a druid. Is that okay with you? I'm from a little place called Kirby, which is just outside Liverpool. It's really poor, dead working class. No one's got two fucking eight knees to rub together. All right? We live on bread and dripping. Got no more to eat, just fresh air and water.
Margie Clark a joué notamment dans Bon baiser de Liverpool de Chris Bernard et J'ai engagé un tueur de Aki Kaurismäki.
It's a forbidden place. So forbidden because we believe in the revolution. The old revolution that will take us into the 21st century. Do you want to come? Do you want to come with us now, toot sweet, to the 21st century? Visit Liverpool. It's dark, you know. We have very little light. We have plenty of nouveau vague. It laps onto the river, just here. It brings influence from all over the world, and it takes it out again. Do you want to be a Beatle? Come on, we'll all be Beatles.
Make your mind up.
20h30, You'll Never Walk Alone, long métrage documentaire de Evelyne Rago et Jérôme Demisol. 30 ans après les débuts des Beatles, beaucoup de jeunes à Liverpool vivent encore la musique comme le meilleur moyen de déjouer la crise et de s'en sortir.
Liverpool people only know how to do maybe three things, you know, tell jokes, play football, and probably watch football.
And what about music?
Yeah, that's the fun.
I feel your arms around me. Your kisses linger yet.
It's my fucking town. How dare you? You salt.
That is me to forget. Because you broke my heart a million ways. When you took those happy days.
22h15, Spare Time, court-métrage documentaire de Humphrey Jennings, les loisirs de la condition ouvrière dans les années 30. « 22h40, Girls Night Out, dessin animé de Joanna Quinn. Pour fêter son anniversaire, Beryl abandonne son mari devant la télé et passe la soirée avec ses copines. 22h50, Distant Voices, Still Lives, long métrage de Terence Davis. Liverpool au début des années 50. Album de famille, mariage, baptêmes et deuil, souvenirs d'enfance coincés entre l'amour et la haine. Et partout, des chansons.
Johnny said, I'm having too much fun. I love the ladies, I love the ladies. I wanna be among the girls.
Pour évoquer Liverpool, des documentaires et des fictions, mais aussi des reportages pour faire et défaire la légende. Liverpool Today Yesterday, passé, présent, grandeur et décadence, Liverpool gardienne d'une nostalgie qui fait sa séduction, sa faiblesse et sa force. Football in Liverpool, incontournable, les bleus, les rouges et leurs célèbres supporters. Et puis, des rencontres.
City's dying on its feet. It is in fact Britain in embryo. Whilst I love both my hometown, Liverpool, and my country very much, I hate what they've both become.
My Liverpool doesn't exist anymore, not really. I mean, it does, and it doesn't.
Liverpool is the Poland of England. As Poland is to Europe, so Liverpool is to England. It is where the hammer fell, not just once, but again and again and again.
Et pour le gouvernement de Madame Thatcher, Liverpool a été la bête noire, l'horreur, les gens fous qui... et Liverpool, on peut dire, a changé l'Angleterre.
19 mots pour Liverpool. Le Liverpool de Margie Clark en 19 mots.
See me? I've got a fucking black tongue. Do you know why it's so black? The accent. Say Dago lass accent. That's how the class system works in Britain. You can stand here in Chanel, head to toe, but as soon as you open the grid, that's the class system. They say, she's got a black tongue, he's got a black tongue. Give them nothing. It's ruled by Scorpio, the astrological sign. The properties of Scorpio is that it's about life and death. And Liverpool certainly knows about life and death. Sometimes when you look at this film, you will think, it looks dead, they're completely poor, they're finished. But in the next moment, it will spring back to life and butt you in the face. Liverpool was built on the back of slavery, la naissance de racisme. The black people of the town are a little bit pissed off at the moment because we're about to have the tall ships. It's a con, completely fake. What it really is the Columbus expedition. And it was Columbus who started all that shit. So they don't want to know anything about the tall ships sailing up the River Mersey. Big bird, oh, you'll never walk alone. You are my Liverpool home. You are a lovely big bird. Oh, it's a very superstitious bird. If it flies away on any dark night, it's dangerous for Liverpool. If it flies away, we will sink into the sea like Atlantis, and we would never get to see the 21st century. But she's not flying away. Everybody wants this bird. The Roman hordes from London, they want this bird.
It's of good ale to you I'll sing, and to good ale I'll always cling. I like me muffin.
When all the people were leaving Ireland in the potato famine, they were being starved to death by the greedy English landlords, and they had to get out. And our people had heard about America, in fact New York, and when they arrived here at the pier head, they thought they'd arrived at New York. So they stopped and they settled. During the summertime, we have fantastic tropical moons. They hang deep on the river. And you look at these moons and sometimes they're really sad. They hold so much of the Liverpool memory. The memory here is really deep. It goes back to all of our ancestors. We all have something in common with this town, because when our forefathers were leaving Europe, they came here. This is the last bit of Europe they looked at when they set off for America. America's only round the corner. Most people in Liverpool have got a vivid memory of the Titanic because it was a big impact in Britain. It was almost like a warning about the war that was about to happen, the First World War. It was a shadow of that event. Because before the First World War, we were still in service to the aristocracy. We were still feudal. And the Titanic was their last big display of wealth and grandeur. And it went down.
If I had the wings of a gull, me boys, I would spread 'em and fly home.
At the moment, we're at the Albert Dock. Now, if you'd have come here 5 years ago, you'd have found a place that was completely ruinous and deserted. In the last 5 years, a lot of money has been put into these old warehouses. And on that level, it's really good because they've been restored back to the beauty. But the flip side of that coin is that everyone who's got a little shop inside the Albert Dock or is working in this property is from London or Manchester. Liverpool isn't here.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
There's lots of ghosts here, though. If you look really hard, you'll see the old sailors sitting along the wall. You'll see the stevedores bringing out the cargo, the ships that was tied to the quay here. And I can see them. I can see the past superimposed. Do you want to know something else? Hitler stayed here. Yes, he did. He came to the Adelphi Hotel, room 402, in the urban myth. He was visiting his sister in Stanhope Street. There's a little ice skating rink just down this street. Inside the ice skating rink, they've got Hitler's ice skating boots.
Buckle fishes in the sea. If you want a pretty mate, please choose me.
Everyone wants to be a fucking star in this town. Ask yourself why. There's no work. There's only dreams. And everyone dreams about becoming a star because it's the only way that you can prove that you're alive and you're real and you exist.
She wouldn't dance with another. When I saw her standing there.
Liverpool in the 60s, come alive. It was born in the 60s. The whole town was swinging. The whole of the cop, everyone was singing. Yellow Submarine, Help Me If You Can. The Beatles put us on the map. The reason why I wanted to become famous was so I could shag John Lennon. And when I got there, he'd popped off. The riots were a good thing because at least then people had the opportunity to clear all that shit out of the system, you know, less cancer. But after the riots, the government came up here and what they did was they put money into the Albert Dock and they put money into planting trees. People weren't too happy about the trees. Can you see the wall? There's a big wall. It's an invisible wall right around this city. Outside lived the English fascists. Inside, the Reds, the Red Town, the Red Hill, the Red people. We win lots of things, you know, Liverpool. Not just football, not just beating Saint Etienne. No, we win lots of things. We've won for our people great rights. The first council houses, the first public schools, the first wash houses, all start from this city. We're in Hope Street. This is one of the bohemian parts of the city. And if you've won a cathedral, we've got two to spare. We've got the Anglican Cathedral this end of Hope Street, and we've got the Catholic Cathedral at the other. The Catholic Cathedral, we call it Paddy's Wigwam, because it looks really weird and space-agey. Everyone drinks in this pub here when they start the night on Saturday night. You get off your bus at the top of the road here, you have your first drink in the Philharmonic, and that starts you off with a good tune. It tunes up the vocal cords. Then you go down the street, you go to Hardman House and to Plumbers, Everyman, at the Crack just around the corner.
Relax, don't do it when you wanna come. Relax, don't do it when you wanna go to it. Relax.
It's what we call ourselves when we're away from home, Scouser, a Mickey Mouser. And Scally's is just a working class attitude. And it's like, I'm not going to be a yuppie, I'll never have a Porsche. So what I will give you is a load of, like, fluent language and taking the piss. Mick, come and get on the camera here.
She's saying we've got one of Liverpool. Hey, Mick,
Come
one
on,
of Liverpool's best bouncers here, she's saying.
Come and tell them it's the French. Strawberry fields, nothing is real. What's a scouser in court? Guilty. What's a scouser in a suit? A burglar. But the rest of the country is just as obsessed with us as we are with this town. And it's nationalistic, you know? It doesn't feel at all English. Britain tends to be really sort of like a testosterone bath. It's so sort of homophobic, you know, or suppressed male love. And they never take women with them to the match. They're completely excluded. And when they get abroad, they can't believe the freedoms that you have, and that's why they go crazy. If you want to be Scouse, you sing. We did Strawberry Fields. What else can we think of for you? Have you heard about the big strong man who lived in a caravan? Did you hear about the Jeff Johnson fight? Where a big black man fought a white. He's my brother, Sylvester. What has he got? A row of 40 medals on his chest, big chest. Took all the army and the navy to put the wind up. Sylvester, stand back, don't push. Plenty of room for you and me. Got an arm, like a leg, a woman's leg. A face that can sink a battleship, big ship. Took all the army and the navy to put the wind up. Sylvester, our kids, stand back, don't push. Plenty of room for you and me. Do you know our song? You'll Never Walk Alone. Well, it's not our song. We robbed it. Do you know who we robbed it off? Judy Garland. It was nice of her, wasn't it? That song, it's travelled the world, and it's gone on foot with the Scousers because it's adopted by Liverpool football team. The manager, the first best manager of the lot, was Bill Shankly. And he used to get out there and he'd get on the mic and he'd go, "Come on, lads, sing it to me loud." And you'd have 35,000 people singing en masse this one song. And it would just lift up the spirit from their boots. And as they were playing, they would intercut inside that song. They'd go, attack, 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 until they scored, and they would. So the football fans are really important to the psychology of the city, you know. And that song, it's funny because we take the piss out of it as well. I mean, nothing should be sacred. But what makes me laugh about You'll Never Walk Alone, nobody is alone in this town.
Unseen and 100 cheeky smiles. Doesn't care, doesn't care. She sorts them every time. She sorts them every time. Hazy, tread softly. You know now you're off the case.
The only thing I can do, like, is write songs. I don't want to be on top of the pops. I don't want to be famous. I've got no choice at the moment, because, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I make sure, like, I look after myself and I look after my family. Because, you know, you just grow up, don't you? You just go along. months' time I could be on the dole when my contract runs out. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't like getting told what to do. Why are Liverpool the best football team in the world? Why are the Beatles the best group in the world? Why are Liverpool people noted for their sense of humour, their friendliness?
Dieser Fluss, Mersey, das ist die ganze Geschichte und der Ruhm Liverpools. Im letzten Jahrhundert war Liverpool einer der größten Häfen Europas. Millionen von Sklaven und Emigranten wurden dort auf Schiffe in die neue Welt verladen. Noch 1960 war Liverpool mit 750.000 Einwohnern die zweitgrößte Stadt des Vereinigten Königreichs. Schon der berühmte Mersey Beat verarbeitete das Elend der Arbeitslosigkeit. Heute ist die Hälfte der Bevölkerung abgewandert. Die Musik ist heutzutage für die meisten jungen Arbeitslosen die einzige Zuflucht.
Come along now, boys. Yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Hey!
Right. Is it all right for you to do the interview here? Okay.
Yeah. It's not too noisy for you.
Fuck off, you. Is it the sort of music you grew up to, that sort of Irish music? Or?
Nah.
No?
We all grew up with the Beatles, so.
Yeah?
Well, not really. It was more kind of... It was Engelbert Humperdinck. I was. He was always on telly.
Have you got any Irish blood? It's my Cullochs, are they Irish?
Yeah, half Irish, half Scottish, but I feel more Scottish than Irish.
Yeah? Why is
well,
that?
my father was from Scottish blood, and you always feel more like your dad than your mum, you know, like you should do. Everyone in Liverpool is basically from... There's a little bit of Irish in everyone.
I wonder
Was that the sort of thing, the sort of place where your dad used to sing?
Not in here, but he used to sing in the pubs in Liverpool, yeah. And all my relatives said he had a great voice and stuff, you know.
What sort of things did he used to sing?
He used to sing this song, Those Faraway Places, it was called.
Got my ticket to the game.
Ian McCulloch, 32 Jahre alt, Ex-Leader von Echo and the Bunnymen, leuchtendes Vorbild der 80er Jahre. Ego-Konflikte, der Tod des Schlagzeugers. Nach 5 Alben hat Ian die Echos verlassen und eine Solokarriere gestartet.
Damn, damnation. Damn, damnation. Damn, damnation. Damn, damnation. Damn, bastard.
Just doing this gig tonight, and usually go on 12 days.
Liverpool was in danger before the rave thing, 6, 7 years ago, when it was full of people on heroin, you know. Since the kind of rave scene and all the acid house, I think that kind of got young people together again. It seems much healthier on that teenage level than it was in the mid-80s.
Flits on there, Nick.
It's more a collective thing in Britain. I think people like feeling part of a gang. And it's like football, you just want to go there, and people like being in a crowd and kind of sweating together. So hopefully people are sweating off their anger.
Brother. Oh, fuck off. Right, man. Ah, come on.
He was a girl from Birmingham.
Hey, these twats. I'm jumping around. Oh, come on. These fucking... Yeah, it's my fucking town. How dare you insult? How dare you fucking insult cheap fucking television? Just come on. How dare you?
What makes you stay in Liverpool?
Family, friends and football, the 3 Fs.
Yeah?
Les trois Fs. F, yeah.
And nothing else?
Yeah, the nice... the nice air here, you know. You get, like, air coming in off the river, and it smells salty. When you get down to the pier head, it smells salty and it's fantastic. And I live just off the river. And, you know, it's just... There's a magic here and an atmosphere that no other city in Britain has got, apart from Glasgow. Glasgow and Liverpool. I could live in Glasgow for maybe a month, you know. If I had left Liverpool and played the game, I might have been dead by now. Jumping out of a window, you know.
Squeeze me, baby. Squeeze me, baby. I said, squeeze me, daddy. Squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me. Out, like you know the night time. Oh, it's the right time.
Saturday night swimming. To women.
In the Mersey, though, it's got to be in the Mersey. Oh, just a burger, man.
There's no way going to be ferries running out this time.
I don't reckon there is, actually.
It's going to be about 6 o'clock, I think, before we can get a ferry.
Definitely, yeah.
The Isle of Man ferry, Isle of Man ferry, Belfast.
Yeah.
Beautiful ball.
Put it away! Yes! Oh, Andy, do something!
Both my mum and dad worked in a factory called Lucas's. We'd make car parts. We were always kind of without any money. But we never suffered for it. We always kind of ate and we got Christmas presents. But we never had the best football kits ever, you know. It was always like Liverpool shirt with kind of Everton socks on and stuff. It was always a mixture.
My dad was sort of like, worked in like wholesale fruit and veg. And my mum was like a housewife, you know what I mean? She just looked after us. And then my mum and dad were divorced, so like she looked after us all the time really. And then I became the boss. Is this your favourite? That's not that a tune. That's all right, all right. When we were kids, my dad used to have a guitar, and he wouldn't let us play it. He used to lock it in his wardrobe. When we started playing guitar, the pair of us, you know what I mean? It was like, we both knew that, like, we were good, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. Genes.
You're surprising. You're surprising.
It's the key, innit?
Michael Head, 28 Jahre alt, formte vor 10 Jahren die Pale Fountains. Dicker Vertrag bei Virgin, beachtlicher Erfolg, London, Drogen. Nach 2 Alben ist die Gruppe auseinandergegangen. Die beiden Brüder Head haben Shack als Außenseitergruppe aufgebaut.
My mum is the most important thing in my life. She's fucking unbelievable. When my mum dies, there's a 50% chance that I'll die as well.
Stop.
Doesn't mean anything to you.
What do you think? Doing this the cabin?
Yeah. No, I think that's a blag.
Don't you think that was better down there? Yeah, we all agree that Alex
is the place. Yeah, like better than that. Yeah. Does that mean anything to you, the Beatles? That's not even the cabin.
Yeah, but the Beatles played under that.
It's
So
like
then,
the car park, wasn't it? Really?
it was down there, I think.
So
Yeah.
that's not the real cabin. And we made money. Have you noticed that there's one of the heads missing? It's true. Have you noticed?
That'll be John then, won't it?
No, it's McCartney.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. 4 lads who shook the world.
Who fucked the world? Eric, the home of the accelerators.
What's inside now, do you know?
Probably a lot of rats.
What did I do with it? I
I was just turned 17.
Gosh. And is that why you've met Echo the Bunnymen?
Yeah, in Eric's, but that was years later, I think. Oh, no, it wasn't that much later. 78. That was in 76 when it opened.
Yeah.
October.
And where did you spend your days? Well,
in the grapes. Los Grapos. All the Spaniards come here because it's easy to say, you know, Los Grapos. See, French say Les Grapes.
Imagine all the people living once again. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. You may say I'm a dreamer, but there is everyone.
Here we can see the well-famous Blue Angel Club, as the club was owned by Alan Williams, the Beatles' first manager, and for that reason it was here that the Beatles played on several occasions. It was also here at the Blue Angel Club that Alan Williams had arranged an audition for the Beatles to take part in for a British tour with Billy Fury, the famous singer. The Beatles turned up for the audition. Unfortunately, they didn't have a drummer on the day, and as a result, they didn't win the audition.
No one I think is in my tree.
I'm not really a going out person. I don't want to know what's happening. You know, I'm not that type of person. I'm quite content to stay at home and listen to records. I've just got into it as much as I can find, really, you know, right across the border from the Beatles to the Dead and all that's in between.
It's all right, as I think it's not too bad.
On a wheat bus, get skins together on a wheat bus, and it lasts forever on a wheat bus. Get skins together, it's the one for sale.
I always wanted to do it from when I was about 9 or something. I took classical guitar lessons for about 6 months when I was about 10 or 12 or something like that. And then I started about 4 years later learning chords and that, and then I just started writing songs immediately. And some of those songs I'm still using now, and I've just added things on. Got a lot of stuff now.
Edgar Summertyme, 22 Jahre. Seine Gruppe Die Stairs wurde gerade von einem Londoner Label unter Vertrag genommen. Das erste Album ist im Frühjahr 92 herausgekommen.
So it's basically that, just I'm from Liverpool and it's the best place on earth. You always get people showing you, I'll take you to some really scummy pubs, like not dirty pubs, but kind of old, run-down pubs. Because I think that's partly where the heart of the city is, anyway.
I feel your arms around me. Your kisses linger yet. You taught me how to love you. That makes me to forget. 'Cause you broke my heart a million ways when you took those happy days and you left me lonely nights.
Like the spirit of this song, let it rise up pure and free. Let it be a shield for you, a shield against the enemy. Yes, and lover, 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 come back to me.
No, thanks. Frank Sinatra, I think.
It's not Frank Sinatra. Have you noticed that you've chosen everything from that oldest section, nothing from the new ones?
Yeah. At the end of the day, Liverpool people are daydreamers, you know. We don't kind of fully fit in with the real world, you know. But I do think Liverpool people, it's just always like daydreaming or dreaming, you know, of bigger things. And it's the reason I think that the Beatles were so massive. I don't think they kind of knew what was going on. They were so naive, I think, and I think that naivety was what people wanted then.
The lists are on the table. All you have to do is to pick one of them and fill one of the slips in down at the front here, and we'll get you up to sing this song. We got all the words, we got all the music, and we got John next.
All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. All my loving, all my loving, ooh, all my loving, I will send to you.
Matt and Jill, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big round of applause for them, please. Very nice.
Watch that thing, digging the dancing thing. You lost that loving feeling and it's gone, gone, gone.
Whoa. How long we want this? Now, you might not believe it when you... Calm down.
Have you read about the joke about the Englishman, the Scotsman and the Frenchman? Come on,
I can't wait.
This Scotsman and this Englishman go out to Paris on like a bit of an away weekend, and they meet this Frenchman and batter him, and that's it.
Right, fancy going to another pub now? Come on. The night is young.
It never stop.
The night is young. It's an all-night. It's a city that never sleeps. There's one just round here. Yeah, down here. This is the place. It's just around the corner, you know.
Anything, John? Do you want here? Benjamin? Anything, Benjamin here?
I like New Brighton. You know, it's like supposed to be our Brighton. You were over the water, or it was a ferry away, whatever, like. And late 60s, early 70s, when I used to go, it was sort of still buzzing. It's the sort of place where Mars and Dars used to take the kids and all that. It was sort of like a post-war thing, you know what I mean? Sort of seasides and fucking, you know, families at the seaside, and it was like, oh, continental touch, you know what I mean? When we were kids, we went there, like, because we mate robbed someone's purse. We went there, like, and spent all the money out the purse. And just went on the fair, stayed there all day. The fella who robbed the purse was on the bingo all day, it was great.
Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
My ma used to go there, dances and fucking balls and all that. But it's just demised, you know what I mean? It's gone downhill all the way. I personally don't think there's a family vibe there anymore, you know what I mean?
ever walked into a room and they didn't have a television set on? It makes you feel goddamn insecure. We've never known power like it before. My God, this thing is almost as powerful as the nuclear bomb. Hey, you ever thought about that? You ever thought about the
When you actually get a thing together and first play it with the band and all that, and really get into it when it first, you know, comes out, that's the magic moment. Everyone's, as time goes on, and through learning my songs and that, they know what I'm after, so everyone knows what everyone else is after, really. Rather than do covers as such, we just write songs that have got the essence. Just the same as the early Beatles songs have, they've got the essence of the era. We're not deliberately actually copying, we're actually learning from.
This one was like as 1930s.
We're just doing it like yesterday, instead of doing it like today. You know, in that way, we're being more original than anyone else.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? Mad magazine, that.
The road to step into immortality. At the dark end of the street waits the inevitable stranger.
A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. If you want to be a hero, then just follow me. If you want to be a hero, then just follow me.
No? Come on, do you play it then? Yeah. Come on. The big ship sails on the alley, on a cold and frosty morning. Yeah, you're just leaving me on my own. You started off. Well, are you going to join in with me?
Yeah.
Oh, the alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh. The big ship sails on the alley, alley, oh, the alley, alley, oh.
I'm talking about Liverpool. What, in your opinion, makes Liverpoolian such a particular race?
Aussie white. And, you know, we'll have a go at anything. We'll drink anything. We'll eat sardines out of a tin, you know. It's the accent, the way we talk. It's a nice... It's funny, you know. We've got a really good sense of humour. Well, yeah. Some of us have, you know. I'd like to see the humour elevated a bit higher. Because it's usually, these days, it's like, I like bollocks. Do you want your fucking head caved in or what? And, you know, that sounds funny to some people, but I'd like it to kind of reach for the stars, you know. I just think Liverpool has got this a dying ember there of something special, you know. Because 100 years ago, it was one of the main cities in the world, and in a way, it's dying on everyone. But there is a little glowing ember there.
There's a very dark side to the town and to the football team as well.
Yeah, it's Liverpool people only know how to do maybe three things, you know. Tell jokes, play football, and probably watch football.
And music.
Yeah, that's the fun.
People accept fate like if it was natural.
Yeah, and that can be a great thing, and it can be the death of a person and a city. It's like because we've become accustomed to the football being, we always win something, you know. And it's like the cop now, they don't sing like they used to. It's like, you know, the cop, that was why Liverpool won so much, because it was like people were scared of playing at Anfield. It was like when Auxerre played, Souness asked all the people in the crowd to sing, and it worked. It was like, and for the last 2 or 3 years, they don't sing anymore. It's just like, Liverpool, come on, you.
And what was it like before?
It's just so loud, you know. When you walk through a storm. And it was like 10 minutes of it, you know. Not 10 minutes, but... And it just, I don't know, it peters out. And I think Liverpool people have got to realise they've got to get behind the things that they believe in, you know, and not get bitter.
Yeah,
because everyone else in Britain is bitter. And we never were. We smiled, you know. And we've got to learn how to smile and just get back into it again.
Yeah, but how can people smile when, you know, they've got no money, no job, no future?
That's difficult. I don't know. But I mean, Liverpool's been poor for a long time. It doesn't stop all these people, you know, going like that, you know. I like bollocks, you know.
That seems to be a very, very Scouse thing, to accept things without fighting back nowadays.
The killing moon, you know. It is. It's like every time I see the moon over the River Mersey, it's the killing moon. It's not kind of fly me to the moon. It's like something sad, and there's an inherent destiny for people like us. You know, we'll die laughing and saying, "All right, bollocks." Oh.
As you can see, there's not a lot going on the street. This is a community full of black people. We don't have a lot. There's people standing on street corners. You know, we don't really have much in this community. I mean, where do we go from here? This is a recipe for disaster and anarchy in the 90s.
We know the barricade at the top of Granby Street.
Yeah,
and
but
got
they
taken
took the
down by the
barricade
council.
down.
Yeah, but what the history behind like the whole, the barricade being there, man? So
Oh,
like people who don't know can really.
What it was,
hear it
a few kids got knocked down and killed. Tragic accident, but it could have been avoided. But unfortunately it happened, and like, we're just basically trying to get the street back to normal after that accident, because that's, you know, put a lot of people down. And
but then again, what is normal of the streets?
Well, you know, just average day, everyday ghetto life, innit?
Ghetto life,
You know. And why is it that we can't progress?
No, man, what really happened?
We've got all kinds of problems. We've got the police harassing us every 2 minutes of the day. Can't even stand on the corner without them coming up to you and chatting crap. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up beside you and provoking you into shouting something to them so they can arrest you and then they'll beat you up when you're in there and all that. None of that, man. We don't want none of that. We just want to get on with what we're doing and we're not harming no one. You know what I'm saying?
What I can't understand is that from like 1981 when the riots started, since then a lot of money's been pumped into this area.
Where is it?
And like, just look around you. Swing the camera around and look around you and you can see virtually nothing. You know what I mean? There's been about 500 million being pumped into this area. And there's just been nothing done with this money whatsoever for the community, for the people. And there, the police camera was found. It was surveilling the cafe, intimidating the people. It was a kind of a persecution on the community. The next riots will be worse than the last.
Yeah, it won't be thrown.
The next, because there won't be no bricks and bottles this time.
It'll be war.
Already, it's war. There'll be gunshots. People will be getting killed.
No, don't say the police. We need the law. We cannot do without the law. We need the law. We need the law.
We don't want to be better than the next one. We don't want no riots. All we want is jobs, employment.
Because the government gives them spend the money to spend on the youth in the inner city to create more jobs for the community, to try and make life more easy. But when the money come, them man got greedy. Them hold on to it and them start spending. Them buy a big car like them a VIP. Them buy nice clothes to look trash and ready. Only for gold chain, only for jewelry. You see the money them spend. That half away. Them rip off you and them rip off me, then rip off the youth in the inner city, then rip off the man who are baggy, then rip off the struggling old lady, and then rip off my father and my mommy, my brother and sister and me old granny. All up your hand because you know you agree. Them the man should have live a cemetery, should then I rip on them make me talk in reality. Peace, man, I'm man. Go on! Easy.
Vigilantes on a mission, pushing knowledge at 5 a kilo. A small price to pay for eternal. Say about the man selling like hotcakes, satisfaction guaranteed. In this hour of need, we got the man on the run. What's gone can't be repaid. Dog, rape, killed. Shame, let bygone be bygone. It was suggested, ain't with it. Mo Black, they're Elvis.
Kill.
Mo Blues.
You know how racist Liverpool is. Yeah. There's many good music, good white bands, good soul bands in Liverpool, and they're finding it hard. Never mind reggae music, so that just explains and you about rap as well,
all
man.
forms of black music, you mean, it's just been, you know, as you say, whitewashed. Do you feel that, you know, when record companies come down to Liverpool to look at local acts, they usually look at the white bands, like, you know, looking for the next Beatles or something. You just want to keep a black one and in a black community, and that's it. The area where we are now is where Ringo Starr, or Richard Starkey to give him his proper name, spent the whole of his life in Liverpool. He only lived in 2 homes, the first in Madron Street, the second here, where you can see the pub in Admiral Grove. Ringo lived at number 10 Admiral Grove from 1945 until 1963. Unfortunately, he had a very unfortunate childhood. He was a very sickly child and spent quite a number of years in hospital, suffering from pleurisy and from peritonitis.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It is? It's a song.
I thought we might like to sing it later.
Oh, yeah, let me sing. Oh, yes. Can I sing it? You know how good I am at singing. La, 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 la.
Well, if you're good.
Oh, yes, I'll be good, yeah.
I think it's necessary to be crazy in life, like. Yeah, because you've got to have a certain bit of craziness there to know what the really crazy people up at the top are doing. If music becomes like better and better, and that people will realise that, like, you know, music is more important than money. Hopefully through music, where people realise that, you know, spiritual things are really nice and that. And I think music can make you think. I'm talking about my immediate world. That's all that's ever really bothered me. You know, it's just about attitude and not being too much of a dongo. Just being as good as you can for people. I do take no notice of the world outside. I am in my own little world a lot of the time. I remember when I was a kid, the away supporters from, like, London or wherever used to sing, like, you know, in your Liverpool slums, in your Liverpool slums. So we used to blather them and shut them up. I think that's what Liverpool's good at, you know what I mean?
Under blue moon I saw you, so soon you'll take me up in your arms, too late to beg you. Can't slip though, I know it must be killing time. Unwillingly mine, fate up against your will. Through the thick and thin, he will wait until you give yourself to him. In the stars once I saw you, so cruelly you kissed me. Your lips a magic word, the sky all hung with jewels, killing moon will come too soon. Fate up against your will, through the thick and thin, he will wait until you give yourself to him.
Just gotta tell you. Feel I've got no culture to be raped or be sold. No, 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 left out in the cold.
Not so long ago, the situation. What's the next word? Responsibility. You know that's not me. Have you got expectation? Or was it something you wanted from me? Maybe pacification. Do 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 do. Possibly desperation. I'd love to fuck my nation.
You come from like London or wherever, then you get to Runcorn Bridge and you know you've only got 20 minutes to go. You know you're home. That's when I wrote Genevieve's Wine, like, because it got like, I'd been away for like weeks and weeks. Because I was so happy to be there when the train stopped at Runcorn. Like, the river looked like chocolate and the bridge looked like, you know, like marzipan. So like, the whole of Runcorn looked like you could eat it. Maybe it was because I was happy, or I was just drugged out of me fucking box, you know what I mean?
That's
Felt
great,
like
isn't it?
maybe a mixture of happiness and drugginess. But there's a brilliant song come out of it, you know what I mean?
You've lost the ball. They're not my jeans, are they? Oh, no. The big ship sails on the alley-alley-o on a cold and frosty morning. Oh, the alley-alley-o. Calm down, Annie. Calm down.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
on Christmas
Yes.
in your house, and someone was playing the organ, and I can remember walking into the room thinking, trying to work out what the sound was.
Yes.
And it was from, I think it was from then on in
Then,
that I was
then on.
I was interested.
Yeah. I think you were always interested, but you didn't want to practice.
Except the hymns and the choir.
Huh?
Except for the hymns.
Oh, yeah, singing in the choir.
Yes. Did you
The
know
church
that
choir.
you'd be singing the Albert Hall?
This is where
I
it
have
mainly
performed
starts
in the
in the
Albert Hall,
choir.
yes, this is true.
This is where it mainly starts in the choir. And if, I was saying to Evelyn, if a young boy has music, never becomes a hoodlum, never becomes a vandal.
What happened about you?
I got both.
Now you know what I mean. Be serious.
Yeah.
I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why I just do. I don't know why you thrill me like you do. I don't know why you just do. You never seem to want my romancing. The only time you hold me is when we're dancing. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why I just do.
Well, music has to tell you something, or it doesn't mean anything. If you have a piece of music and you play it and you like it, it tells you something. If it doesn't tell you anything, it's no use.
That's true.
You've got to be able to build a picture from a piece of music. If you can't build a picture from it in your own mind while you're playing, it's no use. Apart from plain chant. Plain chant, which I hate.
Could you live without music?
I don't think so.
Why?
I think if you don't have music, you've missed a lot and you've lost a lot. I walked hand in hand with the love of my youth, so happy and oh, so free were we. The days were so long, with a laugh and a song, I still have a sweet memory. I would not have changed it for all this world's gold, though little if any had we, you see. We were so young then, we were in love. I still have a sweet memory.
Swimming there so well, glad to see my face on my mirror, kissing the tortoise seven sea. Swimming there so well, glad to see your face on my mirror, kissing my tortoise shell.
People think about politics in monetary terms, you know, and politics is about what you believe in, and I don't believe in anything, so I've got no politics.
That's why you never got involved.
But that was a nice way around the subject. No, I was going to form the Ratsy Party. Seriously, with Mark Smith out of the fall, it was my idea. And it was the Rational Socialist Party. Ratsies.
And what was your program?
Jackboots. Oh, we couldn't buy the jackboots. No one was making them. And I've got, like, big footballers' calves. Look at that. Very sexy. But you can't get jackboots to fit.
How many drinks have you had?
Oh, 3.
My ass.
Why'd you ask?
Is that the average drinking session?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
How can you do that every night?
I don't. Only when you froggies are there, you know.
You enjoy drinking?
How can you ask me such insolent questions, you know? you want to go outside for the fight?
Yeah, okay.
Come on, I'll beat you again. Maybe I don't.
You don't actually say much about yourself.
Obviously, I'm your hero, and you want me to do things for you, but I can't, you know. Jean-Daniel, I'll never get myself chained up and lie prostrate on your... no, it's a lovely jumper. But I do give too much away, you know. I think what I say in songs is enough. The killer moon will come too soon, is it?
Yeah, but it's not personal. What is personal in that?
I sang it and wrote it. You know, how more personal do you need to get?
Well, it's a bit about
You
yourself.
don't even believe these questions that you're asking me. No, you don't. You don't.
The river's edible now. The river's edible now. The bridge, it's open for tea. The bridge, it's open for tea. What will you do if your horse bolts away? Gather chocolate and cream till the end of the day. Then treat yourself to some fortified wine. We do it all the time.
Well, here we are at the gates of Strawberry Field. Strawberry Field was originally a very large mansion house that stood on the site of the new buildings you can see today. In the mid-1930s, the mansion house was then bought by the Salvation Army, and they opened Strawberry Fields as an orphanage. The new buildings that you can see through the gates were actually built in 1970, and these days it is still run by the Salvation Army, but these days it's a children's home. Now, literally just around the corner from here was the home where John Lennon lived with his aunt and his uncle. And obviously, because there were so many children here at Strawberry Fields, it was a regular playhorn for John and for the other kids who lived in this particular part of the city. The relationship between John and Strawberry Field has been maintained over the years. John contributed towards the rebuilding project of Strawberry Fields, and also his widow Yoko came to Liverpool a number of years ago and actually donated about $80,000 to the children's home here at Strawberry Field.
Again. Doesn't mean I know so much money I spend. Doesn't mean I find a good place to hide. Doesn't mean that I will go out of my mind. Doesn't mean that I won't see you again. Doesn't mean anything at all.
Stand hand in hand, turn myself to the wall. How can she say to me?
John Lennon had both of them, you know what I mean? He had music and lyrics and feeling, image, fucking, you know, he had the works, you know what I mean?
Hey, you've got to hide your love.
I think I'll make a pan of scalp. Oh. Yeah. Anyone after any veg there now, lads? You get your carrots, your spuds, your carrots or your sprouts, man. Anyone after them? The sprouts are 25p then now, mate. For the bag? Yeah, they're alright though, mate. Nice top quality class one they are now.
Well, I'll bag it then.
Alright, don't worry.
Go on, I'll give you the sales pitch.
I think nowadays, lads who are or girls who are into the teens, you know, music's a way out, you know what I mean? Or not a way out, it's just something that you can get into and fucking maybe do something with.
When I was invisible, you needed more light. You saw light through me, you said. Was I out of sight? Whoa, 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 whoa. My love, she comes in colours. You can tell her from the clothes she wears. Lucifer Sam knows his mum. I can't explain. I've got something I can't explain. What's the chords? While you do that? What's the chords while you do that bit? What is it? B minor?
Say 10 years ago, when I was first in a band, all I wanted to do was just get off my Mars estate and do something different. It wasn't sort of the done thing. I think I could have been a good footballer, you know what I mean? I'm talented. So... I'm not into acting. The Paleys could have had, like, fucking... We could have done what people wanted us to do. You know, we could have done, like, the big commercial vibes. We just into what, you know, our own songs and fucking... At the end of the day, you know, we weren't really successful. No, it's just me. I'm a Spurs sport, like.
No denying, undecided. Make your mind up. Oh, 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 beautiful. And you can be somebody. It's gotta be like sticking a needle in your arm when you're sleeping, and then you can be somebody.
I'm into escapism. I'm a drug addict. Because I take so many drugs, when I go to bed at night, I don't dream. With me, it's like I do all my dreaming in the day.
And yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. We can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow.
Those days when the front row laughed and the back row sighed, the penalty for improper use in the court of Regina McCourt. How many times did you clock those days when the front row laughed and the back row sighed?
Yeah!
like do something that's really worthwhile. Instead of filming people who are buried in a queue for taxis, just do something worthwhile. I mean, it's a waste of time filming these people because you know you're perfectly well that they're going to get like just like any old like shite on camera. So go and get a real job. Thank you very much.
This is my wife, right? And I know some great oats, but no, it's not that. Usually it's much more cheesy.
Love rock music for that reason, but I hate it, not into the scene. Have you ever been in a studio when a record's being recorded?
No, I haven't.
They sit and they argue and they carry on woeful and they press loads of buttons. It's like a film set.
So I blew it up about 4 times before I realised. It was just on the end of the song when he used to, you know, on the last song he went up, I got totally mad.
Vince, there was a girl looking at him and he was saying, that girl over there's looking at me, and we were like, what girl, Ian? That girl over there. She, you know, she looks like she's got big tits. And I said, Ian, come and meet this girl. And I walked him over and it was a pillar.
Continental swear words now. So what made Bowie attractive to you?
His face, and his voice, and his songs, everything. In 1972, he looked like nothing that had ever walked the planet, you know, since dinosaurs. He was the most beautiful thing that had ever been on the planet. And I'm heterosexual. And his neck seemed like that long, you know. So I used to stand in front of the mirror going, trying to make my neck look longer, and he was beautiful. He's a bit ugly now, his eyes have gone, and his mouth, he's got no lips anymore.
But you still got yours.
Yeah, I'm only 32 though,
Liverpool's got a free license to do what the fuck it likes, though.
Yeah, and I'm not paying my full tax.
And another, exactly.
And another
and
thing.
45,000.
I've just turned into Matt Johnson. And another thing.
Hang on, let's it's not chill out anymore, it's Avasani. Right, I think we should have a Avasani here and talk about why isn't Birmingham getting exposed and Leeds?
Birmingham should be a nuclear testing
Leeds
ground
is the
despite
ugliest city.
Claire, right?
Liverpool is beautiful.
I mean, Rick.
Actually, I think Birmingham has been a nuclear testing ground.
Tramlines. Yeah, and the wall that is just a wall.
What's behind it?
Yeah, I think it's the river.
Really?
Yeah, it's where the big boats used to sail from, taking people to America and what have you. Can we see if we can see behind it? Or is it all boarded up? I think you can see behind it further down. There's the old life.
That's where the slaves used to arrive as well.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah.
That has always been very surprising to me. So where with people who use magic as a word here.
Is it really such a magical world? That's one of the songs off the new album. We can get from the place, really. It is a magical place, but, you know, Glasgow is as well. A lot of places that seem to be fading kind of still leave the mark, you know. Very one light in them.
You think it makes people geezy and foggy?
Dreamy.
Yeah?
Makes them dreamy. In case you missed that one. So ferry crossed the Mersey to this land, the place I love, and here I'll stay. It's so misty today, it's fantastic. It's like a gateway to the grey beyond, you know. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. God. Would you believe it? Me singing that song in Liverpool after all these years. First heard that when I was about 7, I think. At the match. What a song.